We're filming while filming. This is the type of thing that you could drive up in a car race game and you will get extra points for flying. So we just took a break before the video even started.
So we're about to Skype with our man Gummy Beatz. We're gonna talk about licensing beats and getting your beats on TV shows and commercials and stuff like that. And after that, we're gonna Skype with Jay Hatch, who is co-founder of IStandard. This guy pretty much does a lot of stuff. He also plays music with Rick Ross. He's managing Focus, producer, known for his work with Aftermath. And I'm still sweating because I was hitting that punching bag. I got a lot of respect for all them Mike Tysons and whatever their name is. Those guys are crazy.
Who's your favorite fighter? Boxer or UFC? No matter what.
Bam.
What's up, man?
We are established our brand with the online beat selling. Right now we're going hard on the drum kits and everything. We have a solid plan for like attacking the German market, like the hip hop market over here. Licensing stuff and really placing our stuff on like TV shows and commercials. I mean, pretty much what you do. That stuff is like one of the next goals, really.
It was on VH1. They did something on the life of Biggie Smalls, you know, and I got a bunch of '90s beats that I submitted for that.
Yeah.
And they got placed because that's a specific genre, it's a specific timing. Oh, step one, what do? So your job, you know, this summer is to submit to, you know, 100 music libraries and understand, you know, their submissions process of this is a long-term game. You have to have patience. It's not a quick check. So first of all, any company that charges you money to submit, don't do it.
Okay.
And see, again, if it says, you know, sorry, we're not accepting submissions right now, that doesn't mean forget about them. That means bookmark that page, save that, and go back to them in 4 weeks. I get no's all the time. You know, it took me over a year to get my first placement, and I submitted to hundreds of places.
I finished the Skype call with Gummy Beatz. We were talking about TV placements. Pretty interesting. Gummy Beatz is a cool and funny guy. But every time we talk about licensing and publishing rights organizations, it always turns into complicated stuff.
You have to understand that the situation in Germany is kind of messed up. The only major performing rights organization that we have is GEMA, and with GEMA, you are either 100% in or out. Like, you can't just register one beat or one song. You either register your entire catalog or you don't register anything. And we don't want to register all of our beats because their terms clash with the business model of selling beats online. That's what's going on right now. You know, not making beats, not the fun part, but the business part.
If you are from Germany right now watching this and you got like gamer skills or anything, hit us up.
We will pay you.
Yeah, hit us up, man.
Hit us up.
It would be awesome.
Yeah. That's going to be a custom joint for Alyssa Marie that we're working on right now. We already got her vocals, but yeah, right now it's time to work on the beat, work on some subtle stuff, because most of the beat is already done.
Quick tip for all the producers out there: if you do filter passages in your beats, you want them to be on the actual track outs of the track that you're selling. You can render your entire drum loop once and just filter that one track right here.
Show them how to do it.
Yeah, I just exported the entire drums. This is like the drum loop of everything. And now I'm just filtering this one instead of
filtering each stem, each track.
Because you could either filter each stem, but because every producer is probably too lazy to do that, you're probably just gonna filter the drums. And if you give out stems to your beats, in our case, we don't give the entire drum bus as a stem, as a track out, because you lose like all the editing capabilities if you do that. I also added a little reverb, and I lowered the kick drum and the EQ, and I wouldn't be able to do all of that if I would just filter the entire drum track, or I would have to put lots of automation on the drum group, but that would be annoying. So, got a lot of advantages.
Am I the greatest? That's highly debatable. High to the haters and love to the ones that find me relatable. Finally able to really fit and find one unstable. Capable of living life without signing mine to a label. Maybe I will in time, maybe I never do. You say you don't get me, maybe you never take a second to. Second to who? Save it, I bet it's true. Ain't wasting my precious seconds chasing that faded spectacle that they call a pedestal. Not saying I'm better though, I show it, let it prove with ease. Never losing sleep, you're free to feel whatever you believe.
Yo. That we got like a placement here in Germany, like that album went #1. There's a lot of stuff going on where we don't really have a strategy right now for is attacking the US market. You know, we've been doing this for long enough to know that we can not just hit you up and ask for favors. So that's not what we're here for, really. So we were thinking of ways, you know, how there can be like a transaction in value for each other. How can we provide anything valuable to you? We think that this might be something that you might be interested in. If that's something that you're interested in.
Well, I like the fact that you guys are thinking outside the box. I talk to a lot of producers, you know, and everybody's kind of just stuck in this one place, like, you know, it's just about me. I'm trying to get placements. The good thing about you guys is that you're very personable. Like, you have a very good, you know, you guys are humble. You're good to talk to. Like, you're not like stuck up. You're not just about you. And it's a template. You know what I mean? It's not. Yeah, we do a Google Hangout like next week and see if we can build out like a mock 2-day event. S1 would love to come out there. Lamar, I'm sure would love to come out there. Cardiac. Inspiring me because now I'm like, shit, we can do this in Germany, you know? Glad we had the convo. Glad we had the talk. Well, let's chop it up in about a week then, okay?
Okay, man.
All right, guys, have a great day, all right?
Jumping jacks.